Public Law 116-283, 15 U.S.C. 4651. 2. An entity identified as a Chinese military company operating in the United States in accordance with Section 260H of the William M. Mac Thornberry National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021, Public Law 116-283, 10 U.S.C. 113, note. 3. An entity included on a list required by Clause 1, 2, 4, or 5 of Section 2D, 2B of Public Law 117-78, 135 Stat 1527. 4. An entity specified under Section 154B of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2024, Public Law 118-31, 10 U.S.C. No Prec. 4651. Or 5. A foreign-controlled entity. C. Foreign-controlled entity. For purposes of subparagraph B, the term foreign-controlled entity means 1. The government, including any level of government below the national level of a covered nation. 2. An agency or instrumentality of a government described in Clause 1. 3. A person who is a citizen or national of a covered nation, provided that such person is not an individual who is a citizen, national, or lawful permanent resident of the United States. 4. An entity or qualified business unit as defined in Section 989A, incorporated or organized under the laws of or having its principal place of business in a covered nation. Or 5. An entity including subsidiary entities controlled as determined under subparagraph G by an entity described in Clause 1, 2, 3, or 4. D. Foreign influence entity. 1. In general, for purposes of subparagraph A, the term foreign influence entity means an entity 1, with respect to which, during the taxable year AA, a specified foreign entity that has direct authority to appoint a covered officer of such entity, BB, a single specified foreign entity owns at least 25% of such entity, CC, one or more specified foreign entities own in the aggregate at least 40% of such entity, or DD, at least 15% of the debt of such entity has been issued in the aggregate to one or more specified foreign entities. Or 2, which, during the previous taxable year, made a payment to a specified foreign entity pursuant to a contract agreement or other arrangement, which entity, such specified foreign entity or an entity related to such specified foreign entity, to exercise effective control over AA, any qualified facility or energy store, its technology of the taxpayer, any person related to the taxpayer, BB, with respect to any eligible component produced by the taxpayer, any person related to the taxpayer. AA, the extraction, processing, or recycling of any applicable critical mineral, or BB, the production of any eligible component which is not an applicable critical mineral. 2. Effective control. 1. In general, AA, general rule, subject to subclause 2, for purposes of clause 1, 2. The term effective control means one or more agreements or arrangements similar to those described in subclauses 2 and 3, which provide one or more contractual counterparties of a taxpayer with specified authority over key aspects of the production of eligible components, energy generation, in a qualified facility or any storage, which are not included in the